Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to Ronan Films. Today I'm going to be coding a part of a moderation bot. This is going to be part 1. Let's get into it. So guys, as you can see, we're here in our Discord bot example. So to first start off our moderation bot, let's let's do a warn command first, because a warn is very simple. Now the commands I'm going to be showing you right here are going to be a warn and a timeout and a mute. Those are going to be our 3 commands. So what you want to do is you'll want to come up here and click this script or webhook right here. It will give you our crazy code as we did before. Now our warn command is going to be very simple. We can work on this a bit more if you guys want to get it looking amazing. But basically we're going to have it that if a user has a certain role, they can run this command and this will warn the user, sending the user a DM, and it will record the count of warns this user has done. So let's get into it. You're going to want to delete that, come up here to HTTPS request or webhook, click this and do Discord. Come over here, but instead of doing prefix, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a /command. So we're going to do command, and it's going to ask us to put our command here. Now what we put in here is a command that we'll be using in Discord. So we will put here, let's see, let's put warn, because that's what we want. Then you hit save trigger, and look at that. Now what we first want to do is we're going to start to define a few fancy schmancy stuff here. So let's jump over here to where our buttons are, and notice this fancy let rolls equal blah 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 blah. Well, just come down here and copy and paste this part, the first part. Don't copy and paste anything past exclamation mark, roll, close parenthesis, and then curly brackets. So come back into warn and just paste it here. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to jump over into Discord and grab your staff role ID. So let's just do that now. Wonderful, we added in the staff role right here in roles. So that's good. Now we'll come down here to where it says if they have the role do something, just do a return and close the brackets. I had a few people having problems with this the last time because they did not close their brackets. Make sure you always close your brackets. Do an else statement, I can't spell, else, and some more brackets. Make sure you close them, of course. You want to come up here on top of the roles. You can do this really anywhere except in the if statement for the roles. Just come up here and you are going to want to do this. Let user ID equals. Now here's where we get a little fancy. We're going to pull only a small section out of our command that we're triggering, and that's going to be the user ID. That's the ping that we're going to send. Now what we're going to use is context.parms.event.data and options, and we're going to keep it at the 0, and we're going to do .value and close it off with our semicolon like that. Look at that. That's very simple. Now what this is doing is this is grabbing our option that we use in our command out of it. So do a return. But we kind of need a reason for warning someone, right? Right? So just do this. Let reason equals, and now we're going to come up here and we're going to copy this thing that we just wrote up here. Very simple. But instead of having options as 0, we're going to have the option as 1. Now that's grabbing basically the second thing we type, but it's confusing. So now that's done, you want to jump here into role, and let's do something a bit more. So we're going to do, come up here and do let warn count key equals, and then we're going to do our quotation marks or backticks, and we're going to do warn count $, and those two curly brackets, and we're going to do user ID. Notice this, we're referring this back up to here. Okay? So make sure you do that, because that there, this here, this could be anything. But if that's anything, that there also has to be whatever that is. So I hope you get that. Okay, so just add a comma at the end of that. Do a return, and then you're going to want to do let warn count, not warn count key, warn count. We're going to do equals, and we're going to do await lib dot. But this time, instead of doing Discord, we're going to do utils. And this is a way of storing stuff. And we're going to do kv. And I believe we will be putting in a get. So we're getting something. So we put in the get. Now the key, our key is going to be this. Warn count key. Make sure you keep your caps and locks in the right place. Just makes it a whole lot easier. And our default value will be warn count. Like so. And hit finish config. But we have a slight problem here. We need to remove these backticks. Like so. Make sure you add your comma at the end of those, because they are needed there. Default value here is not warn count, it needs to be 0. So the default value is 0. Nothing more. Come after that. Whoa, I got a misspelling up here. That's gonna bad warn count. Okay. So you'll want to come down. We're going to do warn count equals warn count plus 1. So yeah, we're adding an extra warn count on here. Simple. Close it with a semicolon. Look at that. Simple and easy. Do a return. We're going to do await lib dot util. And this time we're setting. So we're setting this. So we're setting it. Now the key is warn count key. And the value. Now what's the value? Well, the value here is warn count. What we had in the last one. Hit finish config. Now we don't need these backticks. Add a comma at the end of warn count, like that. Simple and easy. Now below that, do a return, and we're going to type await lib.discord. And we're going to do message create right here. Look at that. And it gives us this fancy thing. We're just going to hit finish config at the moment, and we are going to then jump over into our Discord Embed Builder, because it gives us a lot more fancy options we can use there. So let's head over there real quick. Hey, so we're here in the Discord Embedded Builder. Look at that. So we are going to do the confirmation message that they have warned the user. So we're going to, let's make it look fancy. So we're going to use some emojis. So open up this, scroll up here, and let's grab this warn sign right here. We're going to do warning. No, not warning, we'll just do warn. Copy that and we'll put it here like that. Now the embedded description, we're going to put this. So we'll do the arrow pointing away, and we'll do the at symbol, the $, these two curly brackets, and in here we're going to do user, capital I and D, and on the outside we'll do another arrow pointing the opposite way. That just gives us a ping. And we're going to do was warned on this server. And then we was warned. Let's do, instead of was warned on this server, let's do was warned for was warned, and we'll do reason, and we'll do like a semicolon sort of thing, and we'll come here, we'll do our $, and these two curly brackets, and we'll type reason in there. Now that looks pretty good to me. Now you can change your color here. I'm going to change it to a slight yellow because it's a warning. Like that. Come down here and click copy code. Let's jump back over to our Discord bot example. Look at that, we're over here again. Simple and effective. Now let's just delete this message create. I have no idea why we did that. Paste it in. Remember, you got to remove this const lib thing here, or else it's going to stuff up your code when you try to use it. Simple as that, and very effective. Now, basically, we could test it out straight away, but I'm not going to. I am going to add something else on here, which we should have added before, but I forgot. We are going to add the warn count. Let's go. So we're going to do a hash. You can do anything. I'm just going to do a hash, and we're going to do our $, in these two curly brackets again. We're going to type WARN capital COUNT warn count. Look at that. That is simple. That there is now grabbing the warn count here, so the number of times that user has been warned. Very simple. But hold on a minute. This person, they need to get notified when they've been warned. Many bots do this, some bots don't. Now we can do that here. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can just skip this step. So we're going to type await again, and we're going to do lib.discord, and we're going to do DMs create. Like that, very simple. It then comes up with the recipient ID, and we're going to type in, hit this 3 bars here like a menu bar. It's going to give us this, and we're going to do user ID content, and we're going to do server name warning. Like that. Let's just do that. You guys can swap out server name with your server name. We'll just do that. Now hit finish config. Now jump back over into your Discord Embed Builder. Like that. Simple. And we're going to do warn. And we're going to send up here. Hey, you. Yes. You. You have been warned on, and I'll just do brackets, your server name here, and close those brackets. And we'll add a field. We're going to do this field as, so the name of our field is going to be, let's see, moderator. So who was a moderator that did this? And let's add an emoji. Let's add a moderator. Here we go. Look at that. Simple guy. We'll give him blonde like me. Moderator. And the value. Now what will the value be, guys? Well, I'm pretty sure you guys have already worked this out. But it's going to be this arrow. We're going to do the @ping. But no, we're not going to do user, capital I, capital D. We're going to do, inside these curly brackets, context dot params dot event dot user dot ID. Actually, no, that's not what we're going to do. Because as we're in a slash command, things work a bit different here. It's dot members dot user dot ID. Wait, no, it's not members, it's member. There we go, like that. Very simple. And then we'll add a new array, and we're going to do reason. Let's add an emoji. We'll do a question mark. Actually, no, let's just be funny, and we'll add this laughing emoji reason, and we'll do this $, both curly brackets, and we're going to type reason. Really simple, really easy. And we'll just come down here and click copy code. We'll jump back up here. Make sure you add a comma behind your content in DM's create, hit a return, and we'll paste it down, but we need to remove a couple of stuff. Mainly being the channel ID, content, and this stuff so far. Whoops. Now, we also need, whoops. So we'll just, all around these here, just make them green by adding these quotation marks in front of them, like that. That is really simple and really easy to do. Now, we're going to come down here to our else. So basically if they don't have the role, they'll get this error. So let's jump back over in our Discord Embed Builder, and we're going to do error. So let's do an emoji and this. Yeah, this one right here, and we're going to do error. You know what, we'll just be fun. And just add something like that again. And then we'll type here and we'll do, oi! You do not have the correct permissions to use this command. Arrow, $, wait, no, at, then the $, and then your two curly brackets. We're going to do context dot params dot event dot member dot user dot ID. You do not have permission to use this command. And like so. And instead of having that yellow, we'll have it red to match an error. And we can just remove these. I'll change that oi to hey yo. Like that. That looks good. And then hit copy code. Jump back over into your code. Delete your const lib because you don't need that anymore. Look at that. And now hit save. Now guys, please don't click run and see an error that's going to come up, because there's always going to be an error that will come up. Like this one. This error cannot read property of value. Actually, that's probably... So guys, once your code is done and you've hit save, don't go over to Discord to test it yet. Your slash command will not have been created yet. You need to go to Autocode's /command creator. Link will be in the description. Let's head over there. So, bada bing, bada boom, we're here in the Discord /command creator. So guys, just come here and click link your account and wait for it to load, and you'll see all your Discord accounts you've linked here. I've got all of mine, and I've got Ronan Films YT. This is the one we're going to choose. We'll just click and it's linking. And bang, here you can choose a server on where you want it. As Ronan Films is only in one server, we're going to keep it in Ronan Films YT. And to create our command, we just put our command right here. Now, whatever you put there needs to match what you put here. So we're going to put a warn. And we're going to type to warn a user. And let's add this line because I'm bored. Now we'll jump into options, click this options button, and you'll notice it says string. To make this easier, just turn this into user and then call this user underscore ID. And then here the description of what this one here is for. Grab the user's ID you want to, no, we're not grabbing. It's going to be the user's ID that you want to warn. Like so. And now you want to hit this plus button, and we're going to add another one. Keep it as string. Come down here and type in reason. Reason for such a bad warn. And then we will come here and hit save all. Now, once that's saved, jump over to Discord. There we go, we're here in Discord. Now, we'll just come down here into the bot commands, and I'm going to do slash, and look, Ronan Films Util appears right here, and I've only got one warn. Now, I am going to choose to warn myself so I can show you what we get in our DMs, and then I'll warn someone else just for fun. So what's the reason going to be? Let's do the reason is posting such amazing YouTube videos. That's a very good reason. Now click send, and bang, look at that. Posting such amazing YouTube videos, and that's my first warning. I also got a DM up here from Ronan Films Util. You can jump in here and have a look. Oh, what's this? What's this? Ready? Ready? What's that? There's a problem here. So, when you see something like this happen, don't get all freaked out. All you gotta do is just gotta jump back into your code and add on your closing one of these. So we'll just do that really quick. There we go, we're here. And we'll just come here to the end and add this number, that symbol right there, and we'll hit save. Now guys, if you click run at all, you're going to get this wonderful error message, cannot read property of value of undefined. You're only going to get that because this here is looking for a message, but there's no message actually there at the moment because you're running it. Same way with the undefined channel IDs, they're still there. So just don't get freaked out. Make sure you test it from Discord first and don't click run. If you do need to check logs, you can click on this global logs and it'll take you to a full-on proper global logs that shows what happens when you run, like so. So let's just head back over to Discord. We're back here. We'll jump back down into Ronan Films YT and let's warn me again. Warn. And no, we don't want to warn Ronan Films Util. Warn Ronan Films reason your bot did not work the first time. That's a pretty decent reason to be warned on actually. So hit send and just wait for it to go. And look at that, the number went up from #1 to #2. That's my second warning. We'll just jump back. So we'll jump over into our Ronan Films Util DMs and have a look at this. Now look at that, it shows the moderator, which was me, and it shows the reason. It goes, hey you, yes you've been warned on your server name here. So guys, let's actually try it out by warning one of our other staff members. So, come here, let's do /warn. We'll come down here to copy for life and we're going to go reason being an amazing staff. And let's just go please and nah, we won't do that. There we go, that's enough. We'll just click send and it's going to warn him. reason for being an amazing staff. Let's hope he does not stop being an amazing staff for sending that message. Anyway guys, we are now going to move over to our timeout command. So let's get into that one. So guys, once you have created your amazing new file here to add your timeout commanding. So guys, what you're going to want to do at the moment is we're going to add in our timeout reason. So let's get onto it. So we're going to want to do an await. So we're going to do, just come here and we're going to do await. Make sure you type await properly, and we'll do lib.discord. Now, what do we want? We want to have our timeout. So just come here and type timeout, and it's going to be update. So hit update. Now the user ID, what is our user ID going to be? Our user ID is user, capital I, capital D. You know that, good on ya. Now the guild ID, we do need the guild ID. So hit this, type guild ID like that. Look at that amazing little fancy schmancy bit right there. Now, communication disable. How long are we going to disable their communication for? We're only going to set it for a day. You guys can do this custom. I'm just going to do it easy. So it's going to disable them talking for 1 day. So we will do 86400, because that is how many seconds are in a day. Okay, now it needs a reason. What's the reason going to be? You guys probably guessed it by now. It's going to be $, and those there, and it's going to be reason, like that. It's simple and easy, and hit finish config. Oopsie, I added that there. It needs to be here in communication disable until seconds. Yeah, not there. Because that's until. That's just, no, you don't put it there. So hit finish config. Like that. And now we need a message that sends them a DM and gives you a confirmation. Let's just jump over back into the warn. And let's just grab these messages that we've already created here, and we can customize it to ourselves. Jump over here into timeout, paste it in here, and we're going to come here. Now, what emojis should we have here? Let's do mute. And it's going to be timeout. And we're going to do was time outed. I'm not sure that's a word, but I'm going to use that because I can. Was time outed. Mounted. Comma. I don't think I need a comma there. And let's just do copy this and we'll chuck it here. It's going to be, let's do alert. Alert. Hey, you. Yes, you. Now, you guys can customize this. You have been put in timeout on that server. Now, the moderator and the reason. Now, the else, we can jump here into warn. Come down here and grab this amazing thing. Jump here into timeout and chuck it down right there and smack that save button. Now, the problem here is that if you don't have if you don't have this role, it won't work. But there's something really fancy with the way I've done it here. You guys can add multiple roles. You just add a quote. You just add a quotation mark and that, and put your role ID here, like so. You just do that. That makes it a lot easier, so that you can add many roles. There are ways that you can do it where it just looks for the permission, but this is the way I'm going because it's much easier than writing out a full sheet of code. So guys, let's jump into Discord and we'll test it out. Wait, guys, I forgot. We need to, guess what we need to do? We need to add it into the slash commands. So jump over here into the Discord slash command builder, like so. Very simple and easy. So guys, when you're in here, you're going to want to add a command. So hit add command right here. Wait for it to load. If it doesn't load, oh, there we go. And we're going to do timeout. We're going to do timeout. No, we won't do timeout. Put someone naughty in timeout. Now options, we're going to want the exact same options as are up here. So user, and we're going to type user ID. We're going to do the naughty user who needs to be put in timeout. Very simple. Add, and it's going to be string, and we're going to do, what is it? Reason, and the reason to put said person in timeout, and smack that save button. Now guys, just while this is saving, I did say at the beginning that we're going to do a mute command, but I realized as we're going through that the timeout is practically a mute command, so we're just not going to do the mute. You guys do want to mute, it's basically just adding a role to a user with permissions, and so guys, there's an error, we need to go check it out. I'm glad this happened. I never get errors while I'm really filming, as you guys have probably noticed, which is why I'm glad this happened. So let's jump over and check the logs. Bang, we're here. Now, we need to find out what was the problem. So we're gonna jump down here, and where are the logs? Hit payload, it's gonna show us logs right here. We'll hit global logs. Now this will show us if any error has popped up with this. Invalid user ID. Now, what's the user ID? Okay, so it's saying that we have oh, there's our problem. Look here. We did not put our brackets around it or our $ in front. Haha. Look at that. It's a very simple, and if you read the error, it will tell you the problem, and it tells you usually where it is, and it sometimes will even tell you the exact line on where the error is found on. So guys, with that said, let's jump back over to Discord and we'll test it out. Bang, back in Discord. I'm keeping you guys on your feet. So we're going to do slash, and we're going to do timeout. You know what, let's timeout. This dev, one of my friends. Reason, you are a great friend. Let's go, let's send it. And 3, 2, 1, was timed out. Reason, you are a great friend. So guys, that's basically it. Now, I just want to show you guys how the error message works. So I'll come up here, and I got the message to do for this staff. So we'll just hit remove the staff role right there, the one that says staff, not the staff with the lines. And I'll just do slash timeout, and let's do grew, and reason being grew. And we'll just hit return. And what it's going to do is it's going to send me an error. I do not have the correct permissions. Now, obviously, I'm owner and I should have those perms, but it's much simpler to just add it to the role. Like, it's much simpler to do it this way than having a whole lot of code to do it. You can also do it in a small code. Just depends on how you want to do it. So I'll add that role back so I can have my perms. Bang. So that's basically it. So guys, thank you so much for watching Ronan Films. If any of these tutorials here are helping you, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. That would be really helpful. Also, if you guys want anything for me to show you how to code, just comment it down. Nothing is too big. It just takes a while to learn. Yep, code is very simple. Feel free to watch these tutorials, sign up. It's all free, everything's free. No one likes paying money for stuff. Anyway, so guys, thanks again so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, and comment. And Ronan Films out. See ya!